How is Canada with parks and places where you can do fitness, jogging, walking, something like this? It's not too bad, but it is not once again the same as in America, especially when you compare California, where you have everywhere places to fitness. So this is just a tiny park. You see, like for children playgrounds, right? What you don't see is anything for adults, like to do fitness and so on. When I was in China, I could see everywhere in cities places where you can do fitness, walking, dancing and so on. In addition, you can do for adults sports. Now this is something that is unfortunately missing here in Canada. We do have parks and we do have places where you can walk around in the city, especially like you can see sometimes in the backyards and so on. I actually really do like to walk them. They are so nice actually here in Saskatoon where I live to walk around. We do have parks and so on outside the cities, right? And we have national parks and other parks with the rivers. Beautiful sights. By the way, the only problem with them is they are sometimes far away from the city, so you have to drive half an hour, 1 hour or 2 hours away there. Once you're there, it's absolutely beautiful and stunning. Absolutely. So you gotta have a car. In winter time, you need the right car. So if you have a small little car like I do, a Toyota Yaris, in winter time, I don't drive there. Why? I'm too scared I get stuck there. This is the time that you need an SUV or a truck. So for you, if you are really into fitness, into jogging, running and the whole outside thingy, we do have them here in Canada. And from spring to fall, it's a beautiful place where you can actually do it and enjoy it. But the problem comes when the winter time comes, because then suddenly the roads are dangerous to drive there. Sometimes people do get stuck there, and if we have a snowstorm coming in there, and then you get suddenly a huge amount of snow until my waist. And yeah, guess what? Yeah, really, until my waist. And then you can't get in there until maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks until everything has been cleared. Because first of all, they're clearing anything in the city. And even in the city, many of those parks, you can see that the roads inside there are not cleared. So if you want to go for a walk, for a jog and something like this in winter time, that can be problematic because they are not cleaning it for weeks or sometimes not at all. In my parks, they do clean 1 or 2 of the roads so you can go through and have an enjoyable walk with your dog and so on. And yeah, dog parks we have too, cat parks as well, just kidding. But we do have dog parks as well here, so don't worry about this. But always consider that Canada is huge, a small population, so some or many of those parks you have to drive quite a while to actually get there. And that can be annoying, and that can be also adverse, bad for your health. And we can see it because more and more Canadians are getting really, really big, big sized, because we don't have the access to those places to do fitness.